pals, Miss Karvala here, and we are ready for an animal adventure. I am so excited to get started with our new animal unit. Do you recognize this song? Or recognize the movie it's from? So today we are going to be identifying, here's my learning target to show you, identifying the topic and important details in a non-fiction story. And here is my story. It started yesterday with Miss Myers called Big Cats. So you guys talked with her about reference material such as the glossary and the table of contents. You also learned all kinds of cool facts about big cats. Did you have a favorite part? Because I have lots of favorite parts. I'll let you think for a second. Think back to your favorite fact that you learned from yesterday. And I'm going to keep looking for animals. Look, I found one. Just kidding. Yeah, you guys talked about domestic animals and wild animals yesterday. And of course, my cat Lulu is definitely a domestic animal. So in our story today, we're going to be learning about big cats, wild animals that we see out, not that you'd see in your house every day. So one of the important things that Miss Myers talked about yesterday, or a favorite fact that I learned yesterday, there was a bunch of them, but one of them that I kind of remember a little bit that she talked about was about the mama cheetah. Let's see if I can find that page. You learned about the mama cheetah and how she takes care of her babies. It was right here, and she talked to you about her having a huge litter of animals. And she also talked about how the mama cheetah keeps her babies safe. She cleans them and she teaches them how to hunt. Remember this picture here? So it kind of reminded me a little bit about what human mothers do, like me and your moms. So I kind of liked that fact. So we're going to be learning lots more facts about animals today. But the biggest thing I want you to remember is that readers read nonfiction stories to learn new facts. We also like to read topics that interest us. So I'm going to be reading the rest of the story today because I can't wait to find out what more there is to learn about big cats. So today we're going to identify the topic, which is kind of like the main thing that you're reading about in a couple of words, like what is the whole underlying thing you're reading about. So you're going to be seeing this graphic organizer this week, and you see the rainbow. Hopefully that's going to remind you we're going to talk about the topic of what we're reading, and we're going to learn about the key details, important facts that we're going to be learning. So after we're going to be reading, we're going to be practicing. You guys are going to practice on your own about identifying key details and the topic of some of the nonfiction books that you're going to read. So here's one of mine that I learned earlier. It says that Mama Cheetah spots help her to camouflage herself. Now, I think that's amazing because now I know why cheetahs have spots. It is so interesting to me that they have spots in order to camouflage them so that other animals won't recognize them. So when they try to get their prey. So now that we have read all about our topic, we are going to retell the important details that we've read. So here we go. I'm going to start. So Miss Myers stopped with page 10 with the mama. So I am going to continue. It says, Mama Cheetah looks for prey almost every day. The lions stole her food yesterday, and she and her cubs are hungry. And don't forget, when we saw that word prey, that was in bold face, that told us that that word would be in the glossary for the definition. Cheetahs run faster than any other animal, but cheetahs catch only about half the animals they chase. And then you'll see here examples in our story of prey that the cheetah chases. So antelope, those are actually called captions. It's actually a picture. Actually, I'm sorry, it's called labeling. It's a picture and it's got the word underneath it, antelope. And this one says gazelle. So you guys have been really practicing with those drawing and labeling your pictures. Mama cheetah sees an antelope. She stalks the animal. She hides in the tall grass. Her spots camouflage her well. Mama cheetah moves slowly. She does not want to be seen. Why don't you think she wants to be seen? That's really an important fact there. Why wouldn't she want to be seen? Think she's trying to catch something for her babies? It says spot the difference. Cheetahs have tear marks below their eyes. Did you guys know that? I did not know that. They have tear marks below their eyes. And if you can see this, if I can bring it up close to you, it'll show you the tear marks on the cheetah's face. Jaguars have rings with small spots inside. Leopards have rings. And all of these pictures here are all pictures, and they have a label next to them saying what the picture is. So we've got the cheetah, and we have the jaguar, and we have the leopard. Mama cheetah is very close to her prey now. She bursts out of the tall grass and she runs fast. Are these important facts to you? Are these important key details? But what's the whole story about? What's the main rainbow effect? What's the whole story that we're reading? What is it mainly about? The antelope sees Mama cheetah. It runs, it dodges to the right. So does Mama. It dodges to the left. Mama does too. Then Mama cheetah leaps. Oh my goodness, look at this. And again, these photographs that are real pictures taken are amazing. What do you think, Lulu? So what do you think the topic of this book is about? The topic, the whole arch, the whole story. What is it about? Well, I could say cats, but is it about cats? Yeah, is it about my cat Lulu? Is it about her? Exactly. No, it's not. It's about big cats in the wild. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on my graphic organizer. I'm going to go ahead and type in that this story, Big Cats, the topic, which is the big idea, in one or two words, is about big. Okay, now I'm going to be thinking as I keep reading important details, key details. Not every detail, just important details from the story. It says Mama cheetah and her cubs are not hungry now. They're sleepy after their big meal. It's time to clean up and take a nap. So do you think that they're sleepy is a big idea that we need to know? Do you think that it's time to clean up and take a nap? Is that an important major key detail right now that we need to know? I don't think so either. But I do like this fact. They all purr. It has been a good day. Did you guys know that cheetahs purr? Oh, I love these new details. Does this look familiar from yesterday? Remember, Miss Myers talked about the glossary. That's where you're going to find all your boldface words. That's where you'll find all your definitions, the meanings of your words, and that's located in the back of the book. She also talked about the table of contents. That's where you go to find what you're reading. Miss Karvala may not want to read this whole entire book about big cats, but I might be really excited to read about how Mama cheetah hunts. So I know by my table of contents, I would go to page 8. So we learned a lot about big cats today, but I'm still trying to figure out what are the important key details from the story, the facts that are really important for me to know. Let's think for a second. I'll give you guys about half a minute to think with a grown up, or maybe a friend, or a grandma, or a pet that you're with. Think for a second about what are the important major details and facts that I just read to you. All right, so we're going to think for a second. What is the most important information we learned about big cats? What if somebody had never seen a big cat or never knew anything about a big cat, a cheetah, or a leopard, or a tiger? What do you think would be important for them to know? And that's where our details or our facts come into place. What key details teach us about our whole topic? And what was our whole topic that we discussed? Big cats. So I remember that all cats are predators. I remember that. I remember that big cats are at the top of the food chain that you read yesterday with Miss Myers. I also learned that big cats have litters and litters of cubs. So do you think these would be important details? I think they are important details versus mom is tired and she needs to take a nap with her cubs, right? So my first detail I'm going to put, it's an important fact that I learned today, was that all cats are predators. And if you forgot what a predator is, again, go back and look at your story and look at the boldface words and then go to your glossary for predator. So I read that all, let's see, all, and I start with a capital letter, predators all cats are predators. And we're talking about big cats, don't forget. My little cat here, Lulu, yeah, she could be a predator to chase mice, but her food source comes from this Karvala. It's her cat food, her dry cat food. So she is a what? Domestic animal. That's right. Okay, so all cats are predators, period. Did I start with a capital? I did. All right, next detail. Let's see. What else was really, really important? Oh, I found out that big cats are located at the top of the food chain. So big cats. The top of the food chain. Let's see what else. Oh, big cats have litters of cups, like tons and tons. So a litter means, of course, like Miss Meyer said, yes, it's not the litter on the beach or the trash you leave behind. It's actually meaning right here, going back to my glossary again, it says litter. A group of baby animals, such as cubs, born at the same time to the same mother. So I'm going to put that. I think that's pretty interesting. Big, I start with my capital letter, cats have litters You know what? I just got stuck for a second. I'm like, does litter have two T's or one T? So of course, Miss Karvala was pulled up my glossary again to make sure I was spelling it correctly. So big cats have litters of cubs. I think that's pretty good in the stuff that we read today. I think that we know the topic. The whole book was about big cats. We learned that big cats are predators. We learned that big cats are on the top of their food chain. We also learned that big cats have litters of cubs. So I think that's pretty interesting. So in closing, I want you guys to remember that readers like you and I use a variety of strategies to comprehend or understand nonfiction text. Because remember, we read nonfiction text to learn something. We love to learn new things. That's right. So today we used a new strategy of identifying key details. How can identifying the topic and the key details help us understand nonfiction text? So I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I hope you please practice using important details and in using finding the topic of what you're reading, what it's mainly about, in one or two words. And I hope you practice this through your stories of nonfiction text this week about animals. Thank you so much, boys and girls. Thank you, parents. Have a wonderful week full of animal learning. Bye, guys.